I mean, I like opponent. I like the opponent. Yeah, I just like him. Yeah, whatever you want. You just
Oh, wait.
elegant. I think that should be lethal.
The deck work. I think we did. Hey, everybody. Welcome back, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch a little Hello Good Game. Today, we have a very special video for you, a little bit of a guest co-op session, similar to what we did recently with Felipa. Got Danny T-Law in the house, showcasing one of his newest decks in Standard. He's going to talk about it, show us, how to play it. Right, we're going to do a co-op session, take down some opponents in Mythic, and then, of course, talk about his channel as well, because we really want to drive traffic, from my audience over to his to help getting some nice algorithm sauce on that channel of his. So let's take a look at the deck and introduce Danny if you don't know him yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Hola.
I'm not sure if you already changed it, but do you do cut, right?
You're good. Let her rip, buddy. Tell us all about the deck, yourself. Let's get into it.
Okay, yeah. Hello everyone. I'm Danny T-Law. I'm a Twitch partner, streamer, F2K member, YouTube dabbler so far. This is just a deck here. I wanted the Hello Good game to play because I think it is super fun to play, and I just like this style of deck. And I used to be a Team of Reclamation player, and there's no Team of Reclamation obviously anymore. So we have a Quandrix/Simic deck here. And do you like this color combination?
I have been just fiending over Quandrix. Simic, or the blue and green color combination. It's nice.
Yeah, I used to play this deck. I built backstory to this deck is it's a month ago or 2 months ago. I built a Simic turns deck in standard, and I played it. And overnight I played against Chris Portella, a Rivals member, and we played against each other. I won that game, and then we started writing on Twitter, and then we were in a call, and I was like, I think we could do Teemo turns and do this and this. And next day he was number one with Teemo turns, and he populated the deck you know right now, the Adventure Teemo turns deck. That was the first print back then, and then he evolved it to what you know it is now. So what here I did is I took the auto deck, that was the first print for the auto deck, and tried to evolve it with the new cards, and that's the deck here.
Yeah, this looks. I'm just looking at the list now, and it's funny that these cards I literally just made. It's not this. I have a Bant version that's not adventure based, but I'm using Teferi and Kazminia with each other. Teferi +2 every turn is just insane, and then
It's
you
amazing.
can -8 on him like right away to cast all run for free. Oh my gosh!
Yep.
So I love where your head's
Yes.
at here, and then you're combining, that broken combination that's relatively new with the already super busted adventure platform. So
Yep.
super excited for this. Lots of double
Yeah.
turns with Jalriel. Is that or the double? Yeah, the double
So-
draws.
Yep.
I guess Teferi draws.
The main idea with cheap Planeswalker, right, is how do you protect them? Kasmina technically can protect itself, Teferi can technically protect itself, but you kind of want to have cards that are in the way, like for attacks or stuff, or you want to build something up that their focus goes on your creatures as well. They go like, oh no, now I have to deal with this and I have to deal with that, while you still do your stuff, right? So if you go with Lost Rock Beast and you have a 5/5 attacking each turn, while you have a Planeswalker there, that Planeswalker has time and time just to put the loyalty up and up. And of course here with the new card, the Denial, which I think is a huge card, where you can counter off fight, which is something Simic was lacking, like a fight spell itself. With this and creatures, you can just choose if you want to remove creatures, or against a control deck you can counter it. And this is why I put the adventure package here with Teferi, and Jalriel with Teferi plus the adventure package.
Deadly. I'm super excited. Of course, if you're looking for a more in-depth breakdown of this, the sideboard guide, all things like that, you're going to find that on Danny's channel, Danny T-Law Gaming. Link in the description below. He's going to teach us how to play it a little bit here today. But again, if you really want that in-depth look at it, Only one place you
It's
can
best
get
of
it.
3. Oh, you want to do best of 1?
Always.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, I've seen Fave
Fine by
Wishes
me.
in there. Don't worry, we'll be okay.
Oh yeah, actually true. Having a fail wishes. I would change this. I would change it, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely tuned for best of 3, but let's see. I love this deck in general, so
All right, we're going first. We've already won.
that's a good hand.
Good hand. I'm gonna try to slow it down. When we had the games with Felipa, I was just free casted it. I felt bad. She's like, no. So we're going with the Innkeeper.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. This is an yeah. You
Okay.
on the play, you always go Innkeeper. You can think on the draw if you see red if you want to play it, right? Here you have 2 options. You can go greedy, or you can go ungreedy. I honestly believe the greedy line is better because there's no 2 mana deal 2 damage spell. So I would go double Innkeeper. Because it's so good to force them to remove one. They lose a turn, right?
Yeah, and we still have one anyways.
Yeah. And it helps us to see. And now it's just paid off, right?
Cool beans.
Now we go like, oh, nice.
We take the double draw off the Innkeepers, and we actually get to hit for 2. Well, what do you think they foretold?
Yeah. I just wanted to tell you, I would not have played the land. I would have drawn first, because you could draw a Loftstroke Beast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did, and we
then
could
play
have
it for it,
Heart's
and then-
Desire. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a bad habit of mine. Is I always love to play my lands first.
Yeah, that is usually not. That's only if you want to pay the counters, right? You know what it is.
Yeah. No, that's one thing I talk to about the beginners, right? A lot of my channel is beginners. We could have passaged out a thinner deck, I guess, right?
Okay. So this is a really interesting spot, right? I think the best play here against the Isid deck is play Loftstroke Beast with the Heart's Desire, mainly because they have a hard time dealing with your board.
Okay.
They don't have endless removals, right?
Yeah.
They have probably 2 counters or draw spells, so if you have a white board here, that's a nightmare.
And we've been drawing through the...
Yeah.
Really good recurring value.
And now we have a board where they have to deal with. I mean, obviously it's nice. Oh, I could play Chorrail first with the Fairy, but this is just so hard for opponent. They go like, how do I do this? What should I do?
So we just want to thin our library with these passages next day.
Yep, definitely.
That after we back. And then we just get another draw for free. Like
Yeah, here though,
we can play
here's really
Dariel first, right?
Yeah, and that missed the land. That's also really interesting, right? So they play the dragon, obviously, right?
Playing a dragon? I don't think land matters much, hey?
No, it doesn't here. There's only one thing you have to consider. They could have a Bone Crusher, but I don't think they have it. They would have played it before, so you can just go Chorrail into...
Yeah, like if they had a Crusher or another removal spell, they probably would have taken it already.
Yep. Yep.
Draw, token, which is like, you know, this is already a board state that's...
Yeah, I mean,
how are you coming back from
right?
this, right?
Yeah, now we have a counter. That's also a removal spell. Have fun.
No Shadow's Verdict here, boys.
And also, really cool about Chorrail. Next turn, Chorrail will make every creature to a 5/5.
That's actually pretty silly. That's one thing I've never looked at using in Jariel. I just always think, well, I could make cats. I never really think of making all.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for both. It's really good in an extra turn deck because it makes you 1/1 flyers also sometimes into 5/5.
Man, so something I've not done is Jariel and Clarion Spirit. You can make all your spirits 5/5s. That would be disgusting.
I played that. Yeah, that's why I played that in the Tosca list. I populated.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
You play forest, attack all.
Attack all first? Oh, play forest.
Play forest.
You want to thin?
Yeah, it doesn't matter actually. You won the game here.
Oh, I guess they're totally tapped
because
out.
You have to attack all first, otherwise the Loftstroke Beast cannot attack.
Okay.
That is the important part.
They could have another petty theft. And they've got
but they can. I don't know how they want to stop 30 damage. Now you click Chorrail, and good luck. Usually they don't even know what it does. They go like, yeah, well, I didn't think about that, and then they leave the game.
Yeah, and
They
this is
read it right now, right?
a top 1,500 player. You know, we just basically
Yeah.
steamrolled. That's one of the delights of going first, right? And we had a pretty groovy
Fun
hand.
fact: I played against this guy Tempo against Chris Portello from Rivals when I played the deck. So it's so cool to see that.
Cool. There you 100% win rate, guys. We're done. That's it. All right.
Bam.
Let's get into another match here really quick. All right, we go first again.
I mean, I love the sound already.
You're liking it. The Love Struck Beasts. They make any hand good, don't they?
I mean, that card's just ridiculous, right?
We start out with Forest. We go in with Heart's Desire. Second turn.
I love this card.
If they don't play anything, I think we probably just push Epiphany to the side. If it's like something threatening comes down as far as the land, we might hold up Petty Theft, but...
Yeah, I think you look at the color of the land first, right, to get the assumption. And that helps a lot, usually. Okay, you see it's like a Boros type shell, right?
Yeah, it could be.
So here I would actually keep Petty Theft open.
Yeah,
because the Boros deck usually tends to be aggressive, and you bounce the first threat.
And that buys you basically.
Good to me. Yeah, because they play like so annoying stuff like the dog, right?
And Elsa.
And they had to play this land tapped here, which means they just drew that plains here, right? They just drew that one. And here's so they play a Winota deck, right? We know they play Winota. Now though, we have to think.
We should save one bounce to bounce Winota when she does hit the board, so they don't get the ability.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. You just play the 5/5.
I just pass out.
We needed to figure out which, yeah. If it wasn't Winota, then you would have bounced it, but this looks like Winota.
Like oh, what's its name? The Luminarch Aspirant would be a good bounce, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The Beast in play, that at least stops their attacks until they've got Winota.
Yeah, and then we just have the Brazen Boar is such a blowout. They don't have the L-set to give protection from color here.
That is a nice turn 3 for them.
It's definitely good. Yep.
They don't attack because they want as many Winota's triggers as possible. So they don't want to lose their dog.
Okay, that's a really good card. I will play the 1/1 and pass. Well, that is tricky because there are like 2 or 3 lines here you could do, but I would pass here. You have to play it safe. They can only win with 1 way, right? Let's make sure they don't win that way. If we find a second green, then we can play Love Struck Beast and have a fight spell also. But they have the dog, which is not so cool.
Okay, so they're not getting the land they need. I think that's the
Yeah. We need to find our own land now, though.
Yeah. Attacks, which is nice. Winota, by the way. They really don't want to lose that dog.
No land here is really heavy.
Yeah. I guess.
I think you need to play the Love Struck Beast here and just hope and pray. Because it's a lose-lose situation. You can be patient, though, and just play Fae Fishes.
Yeah, I think that might be the best bet is throw out Fae, hold up Petty Theft again. But if
that's probably it. I mean, it's not cool, but yeah. Hello, good game. Oh, that's a good one. That happens a lot to you, I guess.
Oh yeah, every match.
Someone does that one.
Typically, that's how I start my matches.
I just realized you can do that.
Yeah.
So stupid. Yeah, I get the hellos and the fun stuff, but not the hello good game. That makes just no sense.
Yeah, well, that's how I started my brand. Yeah, it's like hello good. Okay, so they had it. Yeah. They've always got it.
Yeah, so this is just a bounce, right? So now we know they have it, which is not cool.
No, especially when we didn't get our land drop.
Yeah, if we find that green, we can actually have at least a good fight.
But then they've got the dog still. We take the damage, right?
I would actually triple block this.
I guess it's non-human.
I would triple block this. Mainly because
You can only kill...
you have to play Lovestruck Beast the way it looks right now, right?
And it could either kill the 2 tokens or the Fae. Like, it's not going to get all 3.
Yeah. 1 trickle less is always good. So that was a strange attack. Really strange attack. Because that Bone Crusher could have double strike next turn, right? That is, wow. Oh my god. If you find a green here...
They lost their dog.
Then they just completely lost. Yeah. Yeah, that's just... That's a 98% right there.
Woof.
Play that Lovestruck Beast, and then they play Vinota. Then you do hello good game to them. And then you play the Denial.
Danny knows what's up, you guys. Danny knows the brand.
Can't believe this.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Nice attack there. Okay, now I wished we had the Epiphany in the side, right? But we opted for this one. But it's correct to not do it there sometimes.
Yeah, we played it safe on turn 2. Would have done it.
Yeah, you can argue, but both is correct. But in best of 1, I was so scared it's just an aggro deck, so I wanted to have Fairy Death off on. So, but yeah, that was just they just missed. What are they doing? You double block the operation. I would double block the operation here.
And then get that defense. And take the damage.
A 3/3 is huge. And I would take the rest. You get a 3/3 and you have a 5/5. The 1/1 you will get with Epiphany at one point anyways, right?
Or right there.
They just lost.
Yeah.
Cute.
So should we stay and defend if they have another aggro?
So we have to calculate, right?
Should push Epiphany to end this turn. We'll land next turn.
Yeah, I think that's correct. The question is, how much damage do we want to do? We attack is 12, right? Then if they attack with all, they stay back with their Winota. We attack with 5, they probably don't block with Winota. They go down to 7, we get an extra turn, we attack all, they have to block it, they on 1. So they would be on 1 at that point. Just calculating through. If you attack here with Lovestruck Beast and the 3/3, and they get a double striker on attack there with 2 triggers, it's actually... it's hard to say. Block that. Just doing the calculation. I think if you attack here, you can win the game if you draw lands. That's just what it is. But you also have to Brazen Borrow. It's your decision.
I think we go for it. I'm a bit of a green player. We played it safe earlier.
I do like it. I would have done the same.
Yeah. And so this is pretty awkward.
Epiphany.
We could make another blocker. But we could also just Epiphany over, and that's probably...
I do like that Epiphany here, because it's the win, right? Depending how they play it now. And Foretell is just such a mind game. It could be a counter.
Yeah, so there's no Winota. That's great news.
No Winota.
They could boast when they attack, and that's like...
It's really who cares.
There's that one white spell that... as far as learn spells, there's like that white one that's a rare that seems good. I get the name of it. It does. You get to choose between 2.
Oh yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah, that's an interesting spell. That's a niche spell that can be really impactful. You can name a card and they cannot play the card, right?
Or if it's already in play, they can not.
Yeah.
And then there's that green one.
Cute.
I like that quite a bit.
You won the game, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the land we needed. 6, Epiphany.
Yeah. Then we attack. They are 4. Yeah, they force to block the 5/5 and then die in the next swing. GG. That's why you sometimes have to calculate it through, right? To take the odds down.
Now, this is something
Okay,
that
yeah.
I need to get better at, is the on-the-fly math. Someone told me today in chat that CGBs calculate stuff like that.
No, really? I don't know.
I
I'm
got to
just
get
so
myself a
used to do that
calculator.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, you
Alrighty, yeah.
that to keep.
Going first again. Whoa. And the boss says it's a keep. Turn 1. It's great for
Sure.
me. Like, it's cool to be able to drive traffic to other creators to help them. But what's really cool is like the one-on-one time.
It's like coaching,
Actual
right?
players, yeah. Which is really
I do
nice.
coaching though, but not that much. I
Well,
have like 4 or 5.
I'm still poor.
I would actually. This is an interesting turn here.
We should just toss it over, right?
This is Prismari, right? I would actually do this. Yeah, I would Epiphany here. They don't have anything turn 2.
No, they're just gonna
If
hold
it's
up
like
their mana,
the
right?
guys do, they're gonna hold up either counter or they're gonna hold up Bone Crusher, just like the classics, the usual suspects.
Okay, so they
Well,
pushed over. That could saw it coming. Orange Epiphany,
Mhm.
Multiverse.
Mhm.
Want to go in here?
Yeah, I would drop the beast here. The thing with the beast is, if you
Forces
play
the
the beast,
spell.
it's so interesting. If they have a removal spell, right? They are in the position where they go like, okay, if they attack again and take 6 damage, so do I deal with that 1/1 now and tap my stuff, right? Which is bad for them. So this is the classic. They go for the okay. Yeah, we just have to attack and then probably do something. And if they do, we just play Fey, right? And get a counter spell from the sideboards because it's best of 1, right? So we can use the Fey efficiently.
So we
I don't have
probably
that much.
want
I
tests
would
for
take.
talents. They are playing
Well,
anything at the moment.
yeah, I mean it's the same. The only difference is enchantments, right? But they don't play that, so test of talents is totally fine. But if I would have known that, I would have told you that we should switch the best of 1 card to some best of 3 because
Yeah.
there were also disputes then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could
You could have
have
chosen.
diversified the side.
Yeah,
So
because with the minus and plus with the new sideboard we can change it. But yeah,
if you
it's
guys are
definitely.
watching, this is the best of 3. Used land in play. I should not supposed to play my lands first. Danny already.
No, that is good though. I mean, here it doesn't matter to be honest.
That's our
What
5th
you want to do is, I would just put Epiphany again at the side,
and
and
hold up
then
counter magic.
counter magic plus borrow, right? Because they don't. A tempo deck just doesn't like to deal with stuff in their turn because they want to keep their mana open for dealing out things. So sometimes you just win with one Brazen Borrow now.
I've been really liking Brazen Borrower, like with Quandrix Command, a bounce spell as well.
Yeah, it's also great.
So that's not a required counter because they're technically not doing anything, but it
I
could
wouldn't
be
counter
nice.
this. Yeah, I think the main reason to use a counter right now is to win a counter war, some sort of, or to act. As long as you have that counter on your hand, right? As long as you have that counter on your hand, they have to play different lines, and they could just whiff that one as well. Obviously, they go 4 deep, but I like to have mana open for Brazen Borrow in their turn, so maybe you can resolve Epiphany if they don't like the Brazen Borrow.
We leave this resolve.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would let it.
Yeah, they love seeing that test not being to the top.
I am pretty sure they wanted you to use test here.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing, right? They play that card, they know we have the counter, so they are completely fine throwing that in. It's a draw spell, they go like, yeah, whatever, if it gets countered, it is whatever. But we have 2 cards in the side in Foretell, which also threats and saw it coming, right?
Yeah, so we can probably just bounce this, eh? Or do we borrow in and then
I have this is an interesting spot. I mean, they play it. What happens if you bounce their treasure?
it's dead? They can.
Yeah, and if you draw a land, they need a dispute, and no one is playing dispute main, right? I would honestly bounce the treasure here.
Really?
So if you find a land, you have 2 extra turns, and you just win the game. If you find that land, no, you just.
Giga Brain coming at us, you guys. I like the play line. I love when someone explains a play line to me who I trust to make the right move, and then it's like something that I wouldn't have done. It's just avenues of thought.
That's a sad one, but here you just pass. Nah, that's sad. If you had the land here, oh my god, they would have.
Do we want to play the Fae from the exile here for 2?
No, I would keep counter up and Brazen Borrow. You don't care about the damage. You rather have the spell on that turn, yeah. Because if I would be them and see like 5 mana open, I would be a bit mad. Especially with counter.
Especially seeing things.
Yeah.
You're always thinking of things from the other person's perspective too.
Yeah.
A habit I should.
It's like chess, right? Where you try to think ahead turns. And that's how Magic works too, right? You think ahead turns, you go like, okay, if I play this, then can this happen? And then once in your head, right, there's like this net of thoughts. And then that's how I build decks, right? That's why I'm like, when I built Cheska Luca back in the days, that's the same, right? So you have like this blueprint and you work on it, and then suddenly it blows up. Sometimes it blows up a deck, sometimes not. But you always use the same web of thoughts, basically.
Cool. So our turn.
Yeah,
do we just throw a borrower in?
Yeah, just throw for a borrower in, and if they want to race with a 3/4 creature, good luck. We are ahead on life, right? And it's possible that they have to react on this. That's a cheap reaction, but it's fine. That's fine. It is what it is, right? Yeah, I just leave it.
Well, we'll get there.
There's a land. It's still a bit sad that we didn't find that land in that right spot, but land is land.
For a couple turns.
Yeah, we don't need that one.
Go and hang out, eh?
Yeah, I would just pass again. They will throw a borrow in here. We're gonna match the borrow with our borrow this time. They cannot go for extra turn, obviously.
So we could. Well, we don't want to tap ourselves. I was thinking that we could bounce something and then still block with the board. Like, it potentially.
This is interesting. So they attack, right? Okay, I would actually bounce the treasure again and try to win with next turn.
We bounce the
because
treasure.
The main problem now. This is hard. If they smart, this is a bad spot. Ooh, this is really bad. So the Brazen Boar, you don't care. You just can play Fair Wishes at one point. You cannot bounce the Gold Spawn Dragon here. You have to take 10. You have to take 10 now.
We want to bounce the treasure and then flash block the borrower?
End of turn, maybe. But right now, we cannot. You have to take this first.
Oh.
That's a painful one, but sometimes you have to use life, right? Okay, now I would... Oh, this is so tricky. I mean, they sacrifice a token and still 2 mana up, which makes me believe that they just have a counter lurking there.
Well, before our Epiphany goes. Oh.
Yeah, I think, but you have to do it. I think you have only one out now, and that's bouncing the treasure. Yeah, you have to play towards your out, right? They have to sacrifice it. Why didn't they? Okay, and now just play the. Now you can play the Brazen Boar for free, because they didn't decide to sacrifice the treasure for mana to fizzle your Brazen Boar.
Well, they have a negate. It's a wall
Yeah, if we get around. Imagine if we had dispute here. if we did the sideboard. You would have won the game. You would just have won the game right here. 8 damage again, and then yeah, you would have won the game with Dispute here.
So what do you think? Do we play it safe? Use Fey of Wishes,
I mean,
grab another counter spell? Or should we
it
try to
doesn't
go
really
for it?
work. You only have one option.
Well, if we draw another land next... Oh, no.
I would just go in. I would just go Oran's Epiphany, and if they have it, they have it. If not, they don't. You know yourself we would have won this game, right? Like, we had 2 spots where you could have won the game, but here you have to throw it.
Yeah, they get it.
They have it. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. That can happen.
It's one.
They can. Yeah. We should definitely adjust the best of one sideboard there. Because that was literally the win or lose now.
Oh!
We played it correct. We would have won the game. We would have won the game if we had the correct sideboard, right?
Cool. So we're gonna adjust the sideboard now before the last game.
Yeah, it's so sad though. But it is a toss.
So sad. Scryland helps.
Yeah.
And we toss it in.
Yeah, that's a keep.
Or do we toss
That's a keep.
Asmi?
A denial, yeah. A denial.
Smells so good with love.
It's so good though, yeah, but we don't know yet. But mono white is okay if you have a lost track piece, I would say.
We probably try to dig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a close one, but that's fair, yeah. I would have probably played the lost track piece first. Because block, if they use the bolster, it's kind of meh, but they don't, so it's okay. I mean, it would have secured you 2 damage, right? The other way around.
Okay.
Because mainly, if you play, you don't have a play turn 2 anyways, right? So if you do Temple first, I mean normal land first, it's usually better. That's a good block, yeah.
They're not really doing much.
Nope.
Okay,
You take
so-
it. Yeah.
So,
I'm liking the beast here.
straight to the beat, yeah. Then that forces the all of the Skyclaves.
I mean, if you're a mono white player and you see that card on the battlefield, you go like, nice. You just don't want to play anymore, right?
I think that land. Pretty group.
Huge, huge.
But he think it's a
Teferi.
fairy here.
Yeah, Teferi is correct. Yep. Teferi digging for the next land and tossing Brazen here seems like the play.
Really?
Yeah, Brazen is the weakest. I mean, you can also go for Kasmina, but content is Kasmina.
Content. Okay, yeah,
Woo!
yeah. Get the land.
Yeah, content is Kasmina. Brazen is good though, but
It is, as a YouTube creator, you're always having that in your back mind. It's like, wow, this is like whale that everybody's trying to get, right?
yeah. I just wanted to. That's fair. I mean, first, what do they target, right?
Yeah, they probably do take.
Okay. Makes sense. Now they have to attack.
Plus and take the damage, or yeah, then we still survive, right? Or no,
I mean, they
it's
have to
only
attack with.
still die.
What? Did
Wait.
they failed, right? They attack with 1 on you, right? Is it? It's just me.
No, I think those are all. Oh, one is on me.
Yeah, just plus. Just plus this. This is a plus here.
Oh no. Plus a land.
Yeah, the Gargoth is huge here as well. Oopsie.
Nothing they're doing. Maybe a giant killer. Library out.
Yeah, Tranquil is the only one, but Gargoth is huge here. If Gargoth sticks on the board, usually it's just way too much for opponent to deal with. But so far, that's some answers.
Cycling lands away.
Yeah, just cycling the cards. Filtering the stuff here is really great.
We probably don't need life gain. We probably just want more draw through Gargoth, eh? Or maybe the 3 just plug.
I think this is 3-3, yeah. It's usually the 3/3 here.
Dog doesn't do shit.
Nope.
And we've got enough life that we're
I
not
wonder
really
if they-
worried about an LSAT protection.
Yeah.
Walker. Handy. That's a wide
It's
field.
just an. It is an army. Let's see what they do. You take every block here. It's just beautiful.
And I think
They fail again.
we force them to discard, hey?
Yeah, if they. What are they doing? Just block. Yeah, just block the hell of it. What are they doing? The Teferi survives again. I'm so confused. What's going on? Yeah, now we have a
Another
second.
Gargaroth. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we just block that, we get a creature, and they just cannot deal with it anymore, right? That's
Well,
what it's like a Nissan standard.
I gotta have you on stream more often, Dan. Parent through the rank today.
Yeah, it's fun. I tell you. I tell you. Hey, it's fun. I told you. I love to do that.
Could have nailed and there, but
Nah, I think
I just love Gargaroth, eh?
it's just so good. That card is also so good with the denial, right? Yeah, and they have only 5 power. Imagine. Just another creature. You should creature
Oops!
that.
Oh,
Here.
that was a straight up misclick.
Mythic, yeah. Yeah, it's
I
number
seen-
3, I guess.
I seen 3,
The number
yeah.
3. Yeah. It happened to me before. I understand that one. It's a classic.
Okay,
yeah,
take
let's draw
Teferi
a card.
here. Get our last draw.
It's always Gargaroth, though. You know what's really funny? You can attack with both. Oh, jeez. Wait a second.
That's hard, eh?
I would toss. Yeah, I would toss Jolrel. It's the weakest here. It is. Nah, I don't know. Everything is good. This is just the flavor one. I just want to play Casemiro. So here, really cool. You can attack with both Gargaroth, right? And then depending how they block, you just mess their block up with the denial, because you let the 3/3 back.
And they're gonna.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna sack the dog.
Yeah, they don't attack with the 3/3. Don't attack with the 3. Okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter too much. We just create more, yeah. It's correct to attack with it. I totally forgot about that.
Thought it was gonna gain more life, didn't you?
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah. I was like, oh, we just get life, right? Yeah. Cool opponent.
Gosh. They didn't.
Now you
They're
play
dogs, so
Casemiro. We need to play Casemiro. We need to play a new card here.
for the content, right?
Content.
Take that scry for next turn.
Yep.
I love the scrying through Casmina and oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, cute. Yeah, sure. We play the Eddie. And denial up and opponent. I respect opponent. Opponent made 2 mistakes here that were huge.
They didn't. That's good.
Yeah.
When people have resolve like that, it's good. That's how they get better.
Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate that they do that. It's good for if you want to make a video and they do it right and they realize, okay, they did that wrong. They still keep playing. They don't give up. That's a good mindset on playing the game. Yeah, at this point,
And they're even trying to think it through, right? Like Donna.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I respect it.
Gotta
They
be
go like, okay,
gotta be away.
gotta be away. Sure.
Take Planeswalker though.
Yeah, I mean, one mono
Disrespectful.
plane. I think it's Planeswalker, right? It's just. And now, how much power do you have? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, you just win the game by attacking, right?
Well,
Well, I respect the attack here. I mean, I like opponent. I like the opponent here. I just like him. Yeah. Whatever you want. You choose.
oh wait.
Elegant. I think that should be lethal.
The deck work. I think we did.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we would have 100% now.
Yeah, that's on me. That was my bad. Yeah.
No, that was mine. I totally forgot about that as well.
Regardless,
That is you now.
Quandrix is looking good. Every single Quandrix deck I play is just gets there. And it's cool that they're using some of the same cards, but you know, I'm focused heavy on Quandrix Command. It's not even being here. Let's just show you.
I had that
think.
as a one-off in my deck. I had it, but there was not the meta. Like if you go off the if I create a deck, I want to break the meta, like attack the meta and stuff. And there was not too much use. If I would see like Doom Fortal decks around, I'd be like, okay.
I like it against the mono red deck. They have their creatures out, they cast cleave, counter cleave, then you bounce one of their attackers.
That is huge.
Or you put the +1/+1 counters on your own blocker. Ah.
Yeah, it would work really well in this deck. Just I don't know what to cut. Maybe one to fairy, but yeah.
So wrap up thoughts here, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a magical rest of your day. Make sure to check out some more videos, not only mine, but actually primarily Danny's over here. Links in the description below. The YouTube channel that he has great top Mythic content. Like, this guy is a competitive player with original brews. I'm being told daily now, twice a day. What? Which is pretty cool. So make sure to flood his channel, and if you enjoyed the collab here, we actually have another unique collaboration on his channel where we go head-to-head 1v1, which is pretty cool. So again, thank you guys so much. Danny, thank you for being on the channel. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, where can everybody find you? Let's get some call to actions of your own.
Yeah, I am on twitch.tv, DannyGLaw. This is where you find me usually at GMT +2 time, 8 p.m. in the evening and 8:30 in the morning. I have also 2 streams nowadays since I'm full-time, and you can find me on Twitter, DannyGLaw, and YouTube, DannyGLaw Gaming.
Deadly. Perfect. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.